Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Colton again here with Infected Outdoors, and I'm going to bring you, in my opinion, the second most important step to becoming a more accurate archer. Now, I also want to touch back to last week. So I said the grip is the foundation. Depending on what type of archery you're doing, it's not necessarily true. If you are a straight up and down target archer only, the foundation is going to start in your feet. Okay, I do want to clarify that. It won't start in your hands, it's going to start in your feet. But most of the audience that is watching this is going to be more hunting related. And unfortunately, in hunting situations, sometimes we're sitting down, we're kneeling, we're leaning, we're stretched out. Something so uncomfortable that the feet at that point, you just kind of got to draw your bow back and shoot. So that's how come I feel like for a hunting, to be more accurate as a hunter, the foundation starts in the grip. Alright, so with that being cleared up, the second most important thing that we're going to talk about is going to be shoulder placement. And I say it's the second most important thing because we're about to find out if your peep sight's in the right spot, if your draw length is the correct draw length, and if you're pulling too much draw weight. Okay, and how we're going to determine this is, see how my shoulders right now, they're relaxed. They're not crunched up, and they are relaxed. And whenever you're shooting, you want that T, a T shape, and it runs from your shoulders across, perpendicular straight down your head, okay? And that's the T shape. And one way to achieve your shoulders to set down low is going to be the way that you draw your bow, okay? And it's going to be straight across your body. And if you cannot do this, you need to get you an Allen screw, or an Allen wrench, I'm sorry, that'll fit the limb bolt right there. And you need to take, if your bow is maxed out, let me rephrase that, if your bow is maxed out, you need to take about a turn off at a time until you can do this. Because if you can't, you really have too much draw weight and you can't handle it. And that alone will make you more accurate. So what we want to do, I'm just going to stand right here. Watch this elbow. It will never come higher than my shoulder. Alright. And you can see my shoulders are set down low. Just like that. Mainly the front shoulder, okay? My front shoulder is set down low. It's not crunched up high, trying to mash my face down onto my string, okay? So that's the first thing you want to do, is you want to see, draw your bow just like that. If you cannot do it, you either need to take it to a pro shop and have your bow adjusted to a poundage that you can do this with, or if you have the confidence in your own ability to do it, you need to do it. Now, if your bow has been backed out, you need to be very careful, because you can actually back a bow out too much, your limbs will fail, all right? Your limb pocket will fail. So you don't want to do that, so be careful on that. The second thing we're going to check is my draw length correct, okay? Because if you have a crunched up shoulder like this right here, now granted, this is super exaggerated, but if it's right there and you're all crunched up, you need to either, again, take it to your pro shop, have them add an inch. Maybe it only needs a ½ inch if it's not that severe. All right, but I have seen people shoot bows that way. And you know, a lot of bows, PSE, Bear, Bowtech, I think your new Hoyts even have a rotating module in there. So it's really simple to do from home if you have the knowledge to do it, and if you have the confidence in yourself to do it. I know Mathews Elite, some of your older Hoyts, Obsession, they're going to be a modular based system, and you're either going to need modules or cams to change that, and you'll have to have a pro shop do that unless you have a bow press and, again, the knowledge to do all that. So what we want to try to achieve is our shoulders set down low, draw the bow straight across our body. Alright, and whenever we come down the anchor, we just want to put a little amount of facial pressure on the string as possible. And your peep sight should match. There, I'm not mashed down. I don't have my lip jacked up or my nose mashed in the string, or I'm not drawn back way back here, okay? You want to get it to where that knuckle right here slides right behind your jaw, Your nose can just rest on the string comfortably with very minimal pressure, okay? And honestly, that's the third tip, is facial pressure. Whenever you mash a string, you run past it, your draw length is too long most of the time. If you mash your face down on it, or you dig into it, you're gonna have left and right paper tears, you're gonna have left and right misses on the range, okay? So remember that. Shoulders down, head up with the string barely touching the tip of your nose, okay? If you cannot achieve that, your peep sight's in the wrong spot, and you need to take it again to your local pro shop, have them adjust it, or if you have the knowledge to do it, you know, just cut your serving, move your peep sight where it needs to be, and reserve it, okay? Serving is extremely easy, and if you dig around in my YouTube videos, I actually have a really easy way of serving peep sights, and it doesn't take very long to learn how to do it and do it correctly. If you are within driving distance of me personally, and you have a bow with a rotating module, or we can get the modules or cams or whatever for your bow, and you want me to do it, that's also okay. Just we can set up a day. We can get your your shoulders to set down and everything else. But the only way that I know how, and I'm sure there's other ways to get your shoulders to set down low again, is to never bring your elbow higher than your shoulder, and your shoulders will sit down. String barely to the tip of your nose, and it should line up with your sight housing and everything else. So that is actually step 2 and step 3 to becoming a more accurate archer. Shoulders down low, and we talked about every way to get it there. If you cannot get your shoulders down low, you either need to decrease draw weight, increase draw length, and if you're mashing with a ton of facial pressure, you need to move your peep sight or shorten your draw length, okay? If it's drawed way, like I said, way back here, you probably need to shorten it a ½ inch to get it to the front. And if you're mashed way down tight onto the string, you need to bring your peep sight up. All right, so I hope that's been helpful. Again, break your bows out. This is the time of year we need to stay sharp, okay? It's super important that we keep our skills sharp. That way, when that moment of truth comes down, it ain't nothing but a thing. Anyway, y'all stay tuned for more great tips that we will be dropping. Sorry it was a little longer time span than I wanted. I got hit by some hornets, and if you know me, I'm very allergic to them, so it had me down for a couple days. But anyway, y'all stay tuned, and God bless.